NFL Week 1 is officially in the books, and we got to move forward. We got to move on and take a look at Week 2. Week 1, I kind of cooked with my picks, honestly. I mean, I was on to something. I had the Chargers upsetting the Chiefs. I had the Packers destroying the Lions. I had the Raiders upsetting the Patriots. I mean, I kind of had a vision. My script is looking pretty good so far, but Week 2, nonetheless, it started off with the Commanders and the Packers, the Thursday night game. This is going to be a really good game, but I have the Packers winning on a game-winning field goal, 30-27. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think we'll see Jayden Daniels put up some great stats. Jordan Love do the same thing. People are really high on the Packers right now, and rightfully so. They're good. They're definitely good. Next up, we have an AFC North battle, the Ravens and the Browns. Of course, the Ravens are the better team all around by far, but I have this game being relatively close. I say the Ravens win 24-16. I just think the Browns are going to score some points in garbage time, but I think the Ravens are going to come out and, be in control of the game the whole way through. I'm keeping it close for the Browns fans out there, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is an absolute blowout. That very well could happen. The next game is the Jags at the Bengals. As a Bengals fan, I think we'll get a very good idea of what this team is going to be after this game. I think both teams will be pretty good offensively, but I have the final score being 28-24 Bengals. I never pick against them. I will have to eventually, but so far in these videos, they've kind of had a cakewalk of a schedule. So I'm just going to keep stacking up wins for the Bengals. Why not? The next game is the Giants at the Cowboys. I say this is a fairly boring game. Cowboys win 27-10. I think this Russell Wilson era in New York will be coming to a close fairly soon, because based off what we saw in Week 1, that offense looks terrible, and I think they'll continue the trend in Week 2. They're not going to do much, and the Cowboys are going to kind of coast to a pretty easy win. And I got the Lions beating the Bears 33-20. I say this is a pretty good bounce back game for the Lions, but the Bears will make it somewhat interesting throughout that first half, because, I'm not completely against the Bears being somewhat decent this year. I just think not yet. I'm going to give it a few weeks. This next matchup is going to be another game where a team will need to have a bounce back game, because both these teams did not look good in Week 1. We have the Patriots and the Dolphins, and I got the Patriots winning this game 23-10. Next up, we got Seahawks at Steelers. Now, Aaron Rodgers, he looked really good in Week 1. I mean, he looked like prime Aaron Rodgers out there. Bro must have been taking some mushrooms or something, or maybe he was just playing the Jets. But I have the Steelers continuing their, hot start to the season, 27-17. Steelers win. Next matchup, we got the Rams at the Titans. I say this is a low-scoring game, kind of an ugly one here, but I have the Rams winning 17-10. Last week, the Jets snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and the Bills snuck out a win with a game-winning field goal and a potential Game of the Year candidate already in Week 1. This game, however, though, I don't think it's going to be a shootout or anything. I have the Bills winning 27-16. Next matchup is the 49ers at the Saints in New Orleans. Obviously, the 49ers are the better team overall, but I say the Saints put up a pretty good fight, but the 49ers end up winning 30-20. CMC does his thing in the running game. I say Brock Purdy has a couple decent, throws down the field, and overall the 49ers just have control of the game all the way through, but the Saints don't fail to put up a little bit of points to make it look close. The surprise team of Week 1 had to be the Indianapolis Colts. Danny Dimes looked like an MVP. The defense balled out, and they were just great all around. Will that trend continue? No. But they still put up a good game nonetheless, losing by just one touchdown, 27-20. Broncos win. Panthers, Cardinals, you don't really know what to expect with either of these teams. but my pick here is going to be the Panthers getting a bit of a surprise win. I say Bryce Young looks pretty solid and puts up a good show on the road. Give me the Panthers 27-17. Next up, we got a game that has potential to be a really good game, just a really important game for the season all around. Eagles versus Chiefs. I do think the Eagles are the better team all around, but something is telling me the Chiefs and Mahomes will pull out some type of magic in this game. They're not going 0-2. They're an Arrowhead. The energy is just pointing towards them to have a bounce-back game. It's going to be a thriller, though. I have the Chiefs winning, game-winning field goal, 33-30. The Sunday night game is the Falcons versus the Vikings. Another primetime game for the Vikings. You know, they're an exciting team. J.J. McCarthy looked good in week 1. The team all around looked pretty good. I think Kevin O'Connell is a really, really good coach. I don't think people talk about him enough. As for this game, though, I see it being kind of similar to what we saw the Vikings do in week 1. I think Michael Penix will come out there the first few drives and look like an absolute dog, but the Vikings will take control late. Give me Minnesota 30-23. The Monday night game should be a pretty interesting matchup. We got the Bucks versus the Texans. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm a Baker Mayfield believer. I'm all Tampa Bay. The Texans are not a bad team, but they just seem kind of lifeless to me right now. I don't think they're going to have the explosiveness to put up with the Bucks, but I think it'll be a good game all around. Give me the Bucks 31-20. Watch me go 16 for 16. Have a good day.